Hi everyone, welcome to the January 2024 update of InfoSec Hub. It's been a while that I posted something. For those who doesn't know, I just moved a couple of months ago to a new location. A lot of things been going on in my personal life, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to make any content anymore. Currently, I'm set to do my CompTIA Security Plus exam in March of this year, so I have a lot of studying to do. When I find something interesting, I can make a video about that I can share. I will definitely do it in the upcoming months. I'm really looking forward to make a video when it comes to gaining my CompTIA Security Plus exam certification and show it with you guys. But you already saw from my last August update that we have now a lab in place. We have a virtual machine that I can put multiple OS systems on top of each other. And that's a beautiful thing when it comes to Kali Linux. And why is that? Kali Linux is, of course, it's one of the tools that hackers use. And I basically want to install it on a VM virtual machine and attack another virtual machine that is potentially has some weaknesses in it. So I can show the effectiveness of the tools. Without breaking the law, of course, because I'm very interested in using these kind of tools and how they used, and how they work, basically. This interest is something that I want to capture within videos. So if I can explain it, that means I understand it, and when I understand it, I would like to explain it. That shows that I understand it. So for me, it's also a learning experience. That's why I call this channel InfoSec Hub. It's really my journey to go into the InfoSec world. Very soon I'll work for 3 years as a security officer. Used to be risk and compliance. Now it's rebranded as security because most of the time I'm dealing with security incidents, cloud-based incidents that occurred. But also at the same time I'm dealing with ISO 27001 issues. So that's more of on the compliance side. I still love my job very, very, very much. I'm very happy that I made the transition into this field. I'm coming from an application manager background, which is also IT based, but I wouldn't call myself a hardcore IT guy because I don't know how to code. I understand the power of it. I understand the power of coding and automated things and running scripts and all those kind of things. I understand the power, but that was never my focus and that was never something I wanted to pursue. For me, I like risk management, I like compliance, and I like really the information security part of things. A couple of days ago, we had a security incident at my job, and I was able to investigate a little bit more and see the tools that are at our disposal, and I fell in love with the job again. It felt like a little bit of a police officer or detective going in, logging and traces and putting pieces together, and that's just something I really like and really appreciate. This channel is now 800 subscribers big, which is I'm very grateful for that. We started a little bit over 3 years ago, so it's not that bad. Again, I promised myself to put out more quality content instead over quantity, but the first couple of years I used to basically fill up the channel with content, and not that it's not of any worth, but I just wanted to explain some InfoSec concepts because, as you can probably tell, it's not very difficult for me to speak and explain how things work, and that's what I like to do. Build up the body of a channel, and now I wanted a few videos that can be very, high value, basically. Yeah, full of good information that might point you in a certain direction, that what you want to know, and to be able to talk about InfoSec news that's very up to date within a few hours of vulnerabilities being seen and being published. I'm not able to do that because I have a full-time job, but I'm willing to put out content there that, when I post it today, it's relevant, and it's still relevant within 2 to 3 years from now. And that's already saying a lot because InfoSec is moving really fast. We're going to see a lot of things changing when it comes to AI. Maybe AI will, in some regards, elevate hackers to more sophisticated attacks. Who knows? Because AI can do good things for society, but always with the internet and technology, you can use it for great things and you can use it for bad things. And I'm just wondering how AI is going to be used when it comes to cybercrime, attacking companies, all those kind of things. We're just going to have to see. And when I have more information, of course, I'm going to make a video about that. The fact that I've been silent for, maybe 100 days on this channel doesn't mean that I'm not active. I'm still working day to day. I'm doing my job. I'm doing this certificate. So I'm focusing on this first and then more of a hobby, because my dream is to post some very good quality Kali Linux videos where I can really show you what I'm doing and explain it well. That is actually what I want to move forward to. And I don't even know if it's going to be this year, actually. I should just suggest you subscribe and just wait for the content to come. But it's gonna come. Eventually it will be there, because I want to know. I want to grab this knowledge and show it to you. And please, comments, redirections, and I've seen some comments that people point out you're not right with this, you're not right with that, and I can do something with that, but at the same time I also see people enjoying the content, what I'm doing. And it's just basically a screen grab, a screen recording, adding my microphone on top of it. That's how I'll be able to make more than 100 videos in quite a short amount of time. But my whole philosophy should be more on the quality side than the quantity side. And that's actually something that I want to push for this year. So, call it the New Year's resolution. I don't know how you're going to call it, but that's how I'm going to call it. And I think that's very important to note. The world is changing in front of our eyes. IT is changing. Cyber criminals are switching tactics. I want to talk about big events. I want to talk about what's coming across my research within the field. I want to talk about some of the events that occur in my work without going into much detail. But when I talk about detail, it's not that I can incriminate somebody or just make because it's always an embarrassment when you're hacked or certain things are leaked. And maybe it's not your fault, maybe just lack awareness or whatever it is. There's always a reason. But these kind of real-time examples are what makes a video authentic. And that's what I want to focus on. Some real-world examples of what's happening in the world of InfoSec from my perspective. And I'm working for a medium-sized company that's still expanding. But when you, for instance, work at Microsoft and you're in the security department or Google, I mean, you will see way more. I'm sure of that, because everybody knows those companies and almost everyone uses those kind of services. So it's a great potential target for hackers. There's so much potential data and so much potential things that could go wrong, that could be used to blackmail them or to use ransomware or whatever it might be. You never know. I mean, that's a great target. But even, your local store that might have a database connected to the internet and it's not secured, or he's using a outdated protocol, or he doesn't, it's just plain text going over the internet. You doesn't know. Like anything that's connected to the internet can be found. Anything that has a certain common vulnerability can be found. We have so many search engines, we have so many tools at our disposal, and some of them, they're all public. Well, some of them are public, I should say, and they can be used. But as soon as you act upon something like that, of course you're breaking the law. That's something that's very important to understand, that you're breaking the law as soon as you act upon something. But just some casual searching on the internet will give you so many targets potentially already. So yeah. We're just going to continue this journey. I started this channel October 2022. Is that correct? No, one year before that. October 2020. Yeah, that was when I was changing jobs between application manager and now into the security field. Of course, again, for you out there, I'm not hardcore technical. I don't sit behind the screen full of green letters that's raining down. I'm not a hacker. I'm not, but I'm just more on the compliance side. But diving into more of the technical measures that we can use against hackers. So DDoS protection, VPNs with logging, just making sure that we have an overall view with a SIEM, Security Incident Event Manager, of what's happening inside the company on platforms. And that's what I'm doing right now. So it's very excited. And I'm excited to be in this field. Still to this day, I'm doing this. And I'm going to show that to all of you. I'm very, very grateful for 800 subscribers. I know this is kind of a niche subject on YouTube, but it doesn't matter to me. I see people are watching it, maybe not as much as I like, but that also has to do with quality content. I totally get that, especially in this day and age. So I know what I need to do for this year and the year after that. Because this is a channel I want to maintain for many years. And if I'm not active for a while, doesn't mean that I'm not interested in it. It just means that I have other things to do. And when I finally do have enough footage together and it's just edited the way I like it, then I push it. So I'm going to be quality over quantity. That's going to be my New Year's resolution, so to speak. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for listening to this. I mean, I'm rambling on way too long, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just a New Year's resolution and New Year's happiness. And all you guys that you subscribe to this channel, I'm so happy that you are all involved. If you have any suggestions for this channel or anything that you want to see, just send me a comment so I can look into it. And let's make this a beautiful year. And knowledge is power. Whatever we can share on the internet as guys in this field, let's just do it. Okay, thanks for listening. Hope you have a great weekend, and we see you in the next video.